team, it's Ginny from Outlook for Life here. I had a great question from one of my members this week about the free meal. At Outlook, we have a weekly free meal off your food plan. So her question was, why was that important? I found many years ago when I was working with athletes who had to make weight, if they had a free meal once a week, mentally and physically, they got better results. They weren't going mad by the end of the week because they were craving and having terrible urges for chocolate and things. And physically, their metabolism didn't seem to slow down as much. They seemed to consistently be able to keep losing the same amount of weight each week, which I thought was quite fascinating. So a free meal is one meal off your plan each week. Why? Because it gives you something to look forward to. It helps to stop you getting sidetracked. Let's say you're really hanging out for a bag of Maltesers. It's much easier not to have the bag of Maltesers if you know that you have a beautiful dessert planned for your Saturday night. So it helps to stop those cravings. It helps to keep you in control of the food because you're planning those treats instead of letting the food control you, where it jumps into your head that you want a Magnum, you have one, and then you're in the cupboard with the biscuits. So psychologically, it's great. Physiologically, it stops your metabolism from slowing down. When you're on a food plan and you're eating a similar amount of calories and macros day after day after day, your body gets used to that. And your body's job is to survive. And if it thinks that there are fewer calories around, we have what is called a compensatory engine, and it is going to slow your metabolism down so that instead of losing on that amount of calories, you learn to stay the same. Your body learns to survive on that, not lose weight anymore, to stay the same. So by having that free meal once a week where you put a whole lot more calories in, you're tricking your body into thinking that there is plenty of food around. There is not a nutritional deficit. It doesn't have to slow your metabolism down and hang on to calories and store them as fat because we're not going into a famine, right? So it gives your body that little bit of a trick. And also think of it like, let's say on the Outlook plan, you're not having carbs at night through the week. And then on a Saturday night, you have a spaghetti bolognese. It's like putting extra fuel on the fire. It pushes your metabolism up. Let's say you have a spaghetti bolognese with a couple of glasses of wine and a chocolate dessert, right? It's all contained in one meal. Not a binge, it's one meal. But the effect of that is to up your metabolism. So when you come back onto your plan on Sunday or Monday, you basically get a double deficit. You lose more weight because of those extra calories you've put on. I know it sounds back to front, but honestly, believe me, it works. So the how of it is to make sure that your free meal is just that. It's a free meal. It's not a cheat day. It's a free meal. That free meal doesn't turn into a binge. It doesn't, it doesn't just kind of keep grazing. It still has a start and an end. It can be, for instance, is carbs at night. Could be carbs at night. Could be a pasta. If you've been missing a creamy pasta, could be that with a couple of glasses of wine because you're now not doing wine during the week, and a chocolate dessert because you're hanging out for chocolate, or half a bar of dark chocolate, or whatever your thing is. And that is your free meal. But you plan it, you look forward to it, and when you've had it, you don't regret it. There's no guilt. You're like, oh, I'm so glad I had that. It was beautiful. And I often save my free meal for a restaurant, or if I'm cooking for friends, or if we're going to a friend's who I know is a fabulous cook, I save my free meal for that. So it's remembering it's a meal, not a binge. It's not a whole day. I had a client once who had spectacular free meals, absolutely spectacular. And she actually lost 50 kilos. She started at 109 kilos and she ended at 50 kilos. And every week she would have a banquet as her free meal, but she consistently kept losing. We were joking the other day, I have a client at the moment who her free meal is always macaroni cheese because that's what she misses the most. So that's what she has. I find it very interesting how often over the months, people's idea of a free meal changes. So initially they might think, oh, I want Burger King or KFC or whatever. And then they get to a point where they really don't want to waste their calories on that. And they're more likely to have something like a spaghetti carbonara or whatever, you know, with beautiful fresh bread. It's very, very interesting how it changes. So if you want to find out more of how this works and you're not already part of Outlook for Life, come and join me on our next 12-week challenge. It starts on the 11th of August. At the moment, there is an early bird special that runs through until the 11th of July, which gives you a free food planner, which I will mail to you, and a private one-on-one appointment with me to get you kick-started. Please comment below or email me if you're interested in finding out more details about that 12-week challenge. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you, guys. Bye now.